Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the ACC, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs, it's Maccabee. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's looking deep here. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Boilermakers are on the move here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards. What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
An important 3rd down and goal now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense wraps him up.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Purdue.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. To the air. It's Retzlaff. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for some space. It's Davis. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Looking for a gap. It's Maccabee. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third. They take to try to pick up this first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The RPO caught to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Hands off to the left. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score BYU 7, Purdue 3.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, and he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. It's a shotgun run call. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. And the Cougars come up to the line in the hurry-up. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And the Cougars will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, BYU.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Brought down to the 31. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Boilermakers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Here's that defense shifting again. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little or slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good, so the lead is 21-6. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Let's it fly out of the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
And the runner takes off to his right. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, a really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, BYU. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-6. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, BYU 28, Purdue 6.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Boilermakers keep the football on the move. Looking to throw yet again. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Smith. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense. Really all game long. Down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He'll pitch it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
4th down coming up.
The Cougars will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31. The Boilermakers come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Here's the 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Makes a quick grab. And the 2-point try is good, so the lead is now 14. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Play action here on 1st down. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. Pressure is coming. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20, at the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Purdue. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a 1-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
21.
Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
And the Cougars come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. Handoff heading left. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's 3rd down for the offense. And the running back takes the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And there it is, the 4th down conversion that should just about secure the W, Kirk.
You got to love a head coach that really believes in his guys. Coaching with the lead late. I love that he's coaching to win, not coaching not to lose. Goes with an aggressive approach. It pays off because that offensive line opens that hole up and the back gets just enough to secure victory with that 1st down. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions.
They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the BYU Cougars.